Hello everybody, it's that time once again. It is Tuesday, it's time to do a little bit more Classic Doom. This time I figured we would probably continue from our previous work. Let's go ahead and have a look here. I believe, we were doing Project Brutality with the Ruinbros, and we had Isabelle here. Here we just go ahead, keep up the good work. Seem to remember our zombie's name here. We decided was Doug. Oh my god. Well, sure has been a while. Sorry about that. Why, thank you, Isabelle. Much appreciated. Oh my god. Well, it's slightly suboptimal. Whoops. Alright. Well, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and do this one more time, shall we? And see this. Oh, really? Alright. That's fine. Okay. Much better. Oh my god. No, there we go. Okay, now we're done. I know it's like really base and disgusting and whatnot, but I swear I cannot get over the amount of animation work that's gone here into Project Brutality. Alright. Nope. That's a big old bowl of nope. Really bad if I accidentally tagged Isabelle. Alright. Really? Okay. I know it's like an area effect attack type thing, but seriously, killing the Baron and it just ending up with a shower apart. I'm sorry, it's rude. Yeah, I gotta be honest, having Isabelle here in Project Brutality, yeah, I'm a big fan. Because, I mean, it's really silly, right? Because, like, absolutely everything here has been amped up to the absolute max. And there we have Isabelle just completely doing her thing, being a supportive member of our team. Oh, shit. No! Oh, there's no way out of it either. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just use the mantling there. That's not okay. So, there's actually kind of this neat thing in Classic Doom level design. I believe Romero talked about it, but I could be a little off there, so please don't crucify me. But the idea is that in Classic Doom level design is that barring, I think, maybe one exception, maybe? Oh, you do not give the player a pit that they cannot get back up. That if they fall in slime, if they fall in lava, or anything that it may suck, and it may be difficult, it might be a very frantic run, but you're never, ever supposed to give the player no way to get back. There should be no automatic You know what I mean? So it is really frustrating to me whenever I find people have not done this, because maybe it just has to do with my initial game experiences here, but whenever I see Whenever I see somebody building a game that it's possible to get yourself just an impossible trap, I'm like, look, it's a game, it's not real life or something, you don't need to be that big. I think actually Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 did a good job of this too, where so like in the industrial area, in Doom 2016, it's possible to find you, and you know that is the death. But they don't just like drop you in it and you're just stuck dealing with it. And being honest, it's actually kind of difficult to get in there. Like, don't get me wrong, I've definitely fallen in there a number of times. But you know, generally speaking, it's kind of difficult too. Unless you're specifically jumping around, they don't put like a jumping puzzle directly on top of the lava and with some tight tolerance or something like that. And it's actually something I really like about improvements to Doom Eternal is they actually made the effort. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna deal with you. They actually made efforts to make it so that if you drop into a bottomless pit, you just lose a little bit of health and go back up to back up to where you were. Why? Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a game. And we just know the player is going to wish that they had reloaded or something like that, or had a quick save. And it's like, you know, generally speaking, you don't want the player to have to rely on saves. You know, it's part of the reason why we're not really doing many quick saves here is that if you are relying on the player quick saving, you're basically relying on the player breaking the flow of how your level works and how your game works to be able to compensate for that, not get frustrated. And I'm like, you really want to avoid doing that. Oh, shows how good my memory is. I still got to compensate there. There we go. Okay. Alright, now, speaking of, I remember we've got an issue here. Do we have... You know, I guess this is going to be about the best. Not like I have a complaint about the minigun. Oh, freaking God. I'm a man and a half. Nope. What? Okay. Sorry, I've had a lot of drainage from some allergies here, so apologies there. Just gonna be a little... Also, a good friend of mine got me this wonderful crop top, and even though it is really hot out here... Oh, no! Even though it was really hot out here in Washington, I thought it was important to be able to try and wear it today. Thank you very much, Farron. Yep. Alright, come on. I was thinking if I could allow Twitch to give me rewards, it would actually be kind of fun if you could give me a quick save once in a while. Thought that would be kind of... But for the moment, no, we're just gonna try and power through these. Much better. Okay. You know what? I kind of wonder, maybe... No. Where's the... Promise I'm not just being super gross here. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, man, that's so cool. I was kind of hoping they would do this, so there's an interaction where if he's chainsaw or similar, you can... from enemies like the Revenant and the Mancubus, you can... There we go. You can tell it to go ahead and trim off whatever that limb is and use it as a weapon. And being honest, since we've been having so much trouble here I thought it would be a good idea to try and get that anyway. Oh man. That's so freaking neat. It's the sort of thing that a lot of people will take for granted in newer games. Like, oh yeah, of course my game can do that, whatever it is. It's like, yeah, you gotta build all that stuff. It's far from impossible. Again, the community in Doom is really, really neat. There's tons and tons of this stuff. Like, a lot of the alternative enemies that you can see in some mods are actually from groups, from various Doom modding groups, but they actually release them as packs specifically to be able to add them to various mods. So it's cool. Generally speaking, they're pretty friendly. I would recommend still engaging with the Doom modding community. But it's pretty neat where... Oh my god, again! Oh man, already, again! It's pretty neat seeing this stuff, and that, yes, if you really want it, you're going to have to actually build that. Okay. Oh, we're gonna be smart this time. Probably. Well, maybe not that smart. We're going like... Aside from Isabelle here, we're going like no back up. It's admirable IT. But look, somebody had to clear this map out, okay? Might as well be us. Man, the sprite work in this... It's just so damn neat to me. It's kind of funny. I actually prefer full 3D models and whatnot in my games, and I'm always kind of iffy on whether or not that's a good idea in Doom. I don't know. Like it can work, and I don't have any problems if somebody wants to do that. It's not like a big blocker for me. But it can be a little weird when you're done. I think the voxels are a pretty good compromise between the two, but I don't know. If you leave it to me, I still prefer my full 3D model render things, even when they're kind of crappy. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna try and deal with the other place first, but this is where we absolutely got completely blocked here previously. So we'll see if Project Brutality and the Ruinbros and Isabelle is just a little bit too much for GC Doom again. Here's hoping not. I'm sure it's fine. It's probably something small. Oh, jeez, don't do that to me. Alright. Oh, whoa, what's this? Oh. Oh, man. Really? It's like a blood. It's actually something I think about a decent amount with game design. It's also something that happens in VR, but not the same way or for the same reasons. But it's actually... Okay, so in real life, how often do you accidentally bump into something next to you? If you have really severe ADHD like me, it might happen more often than most people, but most of the time, it doesn't really happen very often, right? If you've been in a room and you've had just even a cursory glance around, you probably know where everything is, and you're not likely to bump into it. But that is not the case here with first-person shooters, right? Oh, shit. Nope, nope. Oh. Well, that was lucky. So, it's like, well, why does it happen? It's like, well, because, you know, you can extend... You can kind of... Your brain will allow you to extend yourself into something else as a tool, as an extension of your body, right? So like whenever I move the mouse here, I know that that's mapped to where I'm aiming and whatnot, as if it was my body. Okay, cool. Small problem is that what feedback do you have to give you a sense of the location of your body in terms of like bumping into things. And it's like, well, you have pretty much whenever the movement stops, right? So like that's all I've got to tell me I'm hitting into something. But in real life, with your actual body, you could feel the hairs on your skin long before you actually have something contact it, which is kind of neat. You also have sound, you have previous experience, blah, 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 blah. And that stuff doesn't happen here. So we've struggled with what do you do about that? And we never really came up with a good solution. We just kind of tried to improve the bounding boxes and smooth player movement. It's part of the reason why mantling is such a big deal, because it's like, oh man, the player kind of meant to go here, but it's really just frustrating. They bounce off of a surface. So anyway, what's one? What did that do? Not much, apparently. Huh. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, in VR, you would expect that this problem would be solved, right? Because, well, you have a better sense of your physical body, right? I mean, like, you don't actually have one, but, you know, if you've used VR even for a couple minutes, the sense of presence is unparalleled, right? You have a very good sensation of being there. It's there's your body inhabits this place, and so you're able to use your senses significantly better to get a sense of where the limits are. So okay, that's all good. So yeah. Thing is that in VR it still happens, but usually with the bounds of the space. Not as in like the physical bounds, I mean like that'll happen, but it's things like what do they call it in Steam? Wow, I still don't have a yellow key? Huh, guess I still don't have a yellow key. Sorry about that. Yeah, I probably should have gone right through the door that opened. That would probably be a good indication where I had to go. Oh, this is the one I have. Oh! Sorry. It's apparently changed the last thing. Must be across the way. Yeah, this is gonna be. Oh, this mod. Oh man. I don't know who's messing with you, Isabelle, but they're gonna die. Sorry about that. Alright. You just let her do that? I mean, I gotta be honest, she seems like she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. Well, I know you're over there. Alright, there Oh, you can hear them over there. Huh. Alrighty. What the? Right, we do actually have... Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh, brutality. Oh, this is the right way to do a plasma gun. Oh, man. Oh, this is too freaking cool. Oh, this is too good. Oh! Sorry about that. Okay. We have... Oh, sorry. No, you're good. I'm sorry. Nope. Nope, just one. Oh, shit. Wow. You know what? I am really dumb here, but I just... It's okay to have a good laugh here at my expense. Down here on the bottom left, you see how it has the blue for the health and the green for the armor? Please don't ask me why, but I've had those flipped this entire time. I'm terribly... I think it's because I kind of expect health to be on the bottom, and also generally speaking, most of the time, I think of green in terms of health. Friends of mine can't read. Well, turns out that you wanna prove to me? So extra. It's still really weird to me that you can have high armor and not lose all your health. I know that it's supposed to be like an emergency system and all of that. It's never gonna not be. Always kind of expected I know that it doesn't, it just feels that way. Why? I'm not really sure. Just feels like it's something that should happen. I guess that's why, like, in a way, if an armor is just gonna be a degraded system that reduces damage but doesn't prevent damage, I kind of wish it wouldn't have a very prominent place on the HUD. Not just here, but I mean like in any where it's like, I kind of don't care. The thing that needs a prominent space in the HUD is how much health I have condition, because I can't feel it. Like, my body isn't actually here, and I can't, like, feel pain. You know, normally I have to have, like, some really awful sprite work or something like that for me to feel pain. So I kind of, like, having to look down there, like, my armor is 120. I don't care. It really doesn't do much for me, other than knowing there's some damage reduction. But I think the part of it... When I'm in a battle here, I'm not thinking, oh yeah, I can totally go in there and face tank some damage here because I've got a whole lot of armor, damage reduction. That's not the thought. I want to reduce all damage. I don't want to get hit if I can avoid it. That's what I'm thinking about. And maybe I'm unique there? I strongly doubt it, but like, most people I know of, the object is not to get hit in the first place, and that if you do get hit, oh fuck. If you do get hit, then you want to try and minimize the damage, and ideally you want to try and... Oh, yes. So like now, so I can see from the reticle that it's red. Okay. On the little HUD down there, it's got a 7. Okay, I'm pretty good. But it's also got like a big green armor 95 thing. I'm not thinking about, can I face tank one of these fireballs? That's not happening. Come on, man. So it ends up kind of distracting. Real bad. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Nope. Nope. Isabelle, are you? Yep. Oh, damn it. You know, oddly enough, well, I know a lot of people really get the Archviles, so I know I talked about this previously, but I find the Pain Elementals far more infuriating. It's, again, one of the things I actually really like they did in Doom Eternal is that while they brought back the Pain Elemental, they don't just endlessly summon skulls. What the fuck? Oh, Earth are they? Oh, because Isabelle went down there. Wow. Okay. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Oh, shit! Did not see that he got out there. Honestly, I was just kind of distracted by Isabelle's animations here, just super neat. I just absolutely love that stuff. Alright. Well. There we go. Okay. Right. Now we're good.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Got all the switches pressed. Got about as good health as we're gonna get. I mean, I guess it is pretty high, but... It is kind of neat that because of the effects and all, you actually kind of have to temper. It's hard to see what you're doing. It's something that the original Doom doesn't really deal with. And it's something that should be used, but I'm gonna say that just because of how absolutely over the top everything is, I think they earned it, and it works as kind of why wouldn't you just hold down the fire button all the damn time? Well, I can't really see what I'm doing. Good self-regulation. Also looks neat. Also, apologies if makes people not a fan. Obscuring the player's view, I feel has to. You can do it, but you gotta be careful about where, why, how, etc. There's got to be a good payoff, and it's something that should make the player feel like there's a good reason for it. It's actually the primary reason why I'm not a big fan of Halo 4. I hate Halo 4, like, with a fiery passion. One of the reasons was that because of the flash effects and everything else, not to mention the size of the new weapons and all, and the HUD, just I go on for a really long time about all of the things I hated about Halo 4. Like, that not only, like, at the time, but also, like, over time has made it even worse. And one of those big things was that weapons would obscure a massive volume of the HUD. And it made it impossible for me to see what I was doing, but it also made it didn't feel like it needed to. Like, some of the bigger weapons, sure, I guess, to a degree, but if I can't see what I'm doing, I kind of don't care. The point of the shooter is being able to shoot things. To be able to do that with something a little faster paced, a little more arena style, I'm gonna need to see what I'm doing. It's kind of important. Most of the time in Project Brutality, I feel like if I can't see what I'm doing, it's because there's a ton of shit going on. Yeah, that's fair, like for this time. I can hear them. Oh, nope. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, 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 no! We're so close! Oh, man. Is there any health here? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, I got lots of armor I don't care about. Short answer is no. No health for Frozen. Okay. Well, fine. You know what? We don't actually have to step in there yet. We could go and look for health. Yeah, there we go. I mean, like, we could actually do that. Sounds like somebody might have followed me?
You're not so tough.
I'm gonna guess there's somebody in there. Right, not this one.
You're not so
Not too bad. Alright, looks like we still got plenty of ammo for this. Oh. I have absolutely no idea how we stepped out of that, but that was brilliant. Now, the big question, should we go back in there? I think we have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, Yeah, we're gonna. Oh man, I don't feel great about this, but oh, it's kind of hilarious.
Who's a man and a half? I'm a man and a half.
Just wow. There we go. That was kind of amazing, honestly. Don't feel great about doing it, but I did it anyway. It's fine. Anything else back here? No. I feel like I'm probably missing some secrets here, but well, only so much I can do about that, unfortunately. What's this? Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, we still don't have another key card. Oh, maybe it opened the other door. That's a joke. Oh no! Get out of there! Yeah! Go fuck him up! I'm gonna hang back here. Or, gonna hang out here. At the Marines since they have under control. So this is something that I actually really like that a lot of Doom mods started incorporating after Brutal Doom started doing it. I mean, it's entirely possible something I was familiar with it starting, but the Marines stuck in a fight kind of thing. They changed it to somebody still alive, and then used some bot code to be able to give you friendly. I believe in Brutal Doom they do that in place of the invisibility power-up, again, unless something has changed, and it's always possible it has. But there's not exactly an auto-update mechanism for Doom mods, so... or at least not a reliable one. Okay... Oh, whoops. This is why safeties are important. Yeah, I figured there was very low probability of that actually, like, yielding any secrets, but you never know. You gotta try. Oh. Yeah, you're good. Yep. That was a bad place to go. It? I think that's about it. Oh no! You know what? What am I doing here? We got rocks. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Maybe it might be a good idea to change off of that before we get into close quarters. You know, maybe not, but it seems like probably a pretty good idea. Okay, is this thing gonna be a trap? It kind of has to be, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, but at long last, we finally have the yellow skeleton key. Let's see if we can get out of here. Hopefully without further incident, but... guess we'll find out. How the heck? Oh, I gotta be honest, this is just a really, really, really neat map set. I'm really enjoying it. It's not only, you know, kind of different for the setting and all that, but just, this is really, 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 really cool. Right, not here. Okay. Yeah, it was down this way, across the bridge. Okay. Oh, what's behind the door? Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Oh, shit. I was not going to blindly back up over that. Not after our last experience. Turns out fire does hurt hell demons. I got a feeling that like some of this is going to open up. Oh, that could have been really bad. I know, I'm being timid. Oh, I see. You have to hold it down and do it, but you can't do the standard rock. Man, that's weird. Alright. Well, it's fine. You know, it's... I mean, I guess it is like a bigger damage thing, so... I guess I'm just really, really used to like Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, where you can choose whichever one you want. Oh, no. Interesting. It's like I can hear you down there. Okay. Nope. That's a rough shape. That was pretty good. Also pretty good.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, Mod. Aww. Uh-huh. Yeah, of course, right? Exit. Sure, right. Alright. You're gonna give us a big old battle or something, aren't you? Okay, well... Oh! No, it's not. We actually did make it. Oh, man, not too bad. Okay. I love that the par is literally a minute and a half. There is absolutely no friggin' way that I'd be able to do that in a minute and a half. Okay. So once again, we got to a new level. You know, I could use a different gun, but I gotta be honest, this is working. You know, we'll probably work even better. Yep. I know you can't see it right now, but right off screen, some little kitty here deciding that I need to give up my seat. No. No, this is my seat. Kitty, this is my seat. No. So, like, screw your focus. Oh. I know you don't get any focus today. See, I would think that she wanted to be in my lap, but no. No, that's a lie. She wants my seat. Every time. She will tolerate it if I'm kind of here-ish. She wants to sit in my chair because it's warm. Yeah, I know, you're really mad. Oh my god, you jumped down off. I thought you were stuck up there, but I'm afraid of heights. I don't want to go 10 feet down. God, not even that, actually. You. Yes, I love you too. Yes, kidding. Okay. That sound is not a good sound. I know that sound. That's a bad sound. Oh, shit. There we go. And the sheriff. Well, I can't get over it. Like, I know I keep talking about it, just... Oh... I cannot describe the sheer volume of work here, and just how possibly amazing this is. Nope. You know what? I gotta check to see if monster infighting in Project Brutality has changed, because it looked like the Baron actually attacked the skull, right? But I had already shot the Baron. I mean, I didn't shoot the deputy, but, you know. Normally the way that works is that you have to be... It's whoever first damage. Oh, shit. Okay. Yep, we're good. Wasn't really sure that was gonna work. It's gotta be a door or something for later. So they got let out from around here. Okay, so they all got let out. Something else here would have happened? Yeah, I'm sure you're all upset. I can't catch. Too far down there. Okay. So we went in, we hit the button, right? We came back out here. lot of people will give shit to a lot of modern games for giving markers on the next and all that. But I gotta be honest, that always seemed like kind of a weird complaint to me. Like, I'll get it to a certain degree. Don't get me wrong. I understand nobody likes to be led by the nose, but this stuff, like right here, of like, where the heck am I supposed to go next? I hit a button, what happened? Yeah, it's kind of what that was designed to counteract. Nobody really remembers what you're supposed to do. It also really helps if you step away from a game for a while, because, you know, you have other things going on in your life. It's actually part of the reason why I can, like, never finish any of the Final Fantasy games. Oh, hey, here we go. Oh, right, because you need the... Oh. Okay. I know, you all seem pretty mortal to me. That was pretty effective. Also pretty effective. And maybe I should use this thing in close quarters more. I know, I'm super bad at this. Make it this one? Yeah, okay, finally, got this one. God of War, most recent one from, what, 2017, something like that, which, I gotta be honest, like, if you have not played it, it's absolutely incredible, and Jetpack did a fabulous job actually getting that thing ported to PC. It works amazingly, and I'll say, especially as someone from a game design background, and working on games, and all the rest, to me, God of War is like a required reading. It's so good in every possible way. Like, are there things that you can nitpick about it? Yeah, I guess, sure. But like, you know, writing and control design, okay. But I mean, you got a massive sprawling project. There's got to be a point somewhere. But yeah. There we go. Oh, you know what? No, not you, Isabelle. Now, I guess, body underneath of you. Okay. So, anyway, part of the reason why I brought up God of War is that there's just this amazing line where... Nope. We're not going to do this like all the worst possible. Actually, do this correctly. So on this run. Anyway, it's just this wonderful line where Atreus says to his father, like, well, you know, I mean, I thought you were just breaking pots. I mean, like, you know, I just thought you were smashing stuff. I mean, you do seem to really like have a problem with pottery, like you smash pots everywhere you go, which is technically true. Like, the player does end up smashing a lot of pots. I can't help it. Shit's absolutely hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna be able to deliver it as well, and it just... Sorry, this is kind of how my brain works. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking about those. So let's see. So we got the red key. Ah, yes. Right. This is that place where we have to go where there was that one... Was it a lift? It was something that said it wouldn't... No, not this thing. It's on the other side, I think. Yeah, down through here. It said it required the red skull key. This one, right? I know that with Project Brutality, I could just mantle over this, but I'm trying really hard to stick with the level design. Okay, so yeah, we came in here, right? I don't mind doing mazes. You know, they can be fun, but can be a little frustrating sometimes. Especially for someone like me. Oh, perpetual question, where the fuck do we go next? Well, let's head on up here, head around, going through here. Yep. Well, you know what? I think this will be fine. Go until the pain sounds stop. Beatings will continue until morale improves. Oh shit. Serves me right. You can hop out of there. Not be fooled again. Until I am, in which case I'll probably forget that I was fooled in the first place. It'll be fine. Okay. A big scary? Really? Yeah. Okay, I was kind of dodging. Yeah, we're not gonna stop. Yeah, you're fine. How'd they like that? Oh, apparently they like that just fine. They had no problem with it whatsoever. Muy caliente. Now, we're right about at time here, so is it possible for us to finish this before... Oh my god. Okay. It makes no sense, or very little sense, but I'm a big fan of being able to launch fire underwater. I know, I'm sure someone will tell me it's napalm or whatever, but I mean, like, you know, it's a distinction I'm not sure humans have. Whoa, what is this? What? Oh my god, I didn't even realize we had this. What? You can tap the F key by default and it'll do like a melee. What? Alright. Why does this look familiar? I mean, I guess everything we're gonna... This one more so than most. Oh no! No! Oh man! It doesn't even say what killed me, just straight up, nope, just died. Okay. Unfortunately, that is time, so we're just gonna have to pick this up next time. But, you know what? That's okay. Thanks everybody for coming on out. I really appreciate it. See y'all next week.